Total cost of ownership. This is something in a financial evaluation that you do. We're talking big business, not not Fox News business, not a TV show that might last a season business. This is how the rest of the real world friggin' works. Total cost of ownership. You go buy a car. You look at that car and you say, oh, what's the gas mileage? It's going to cost me so much. So I'm going to have to get a 6-year loan on this car because they're so expensive, and it's the only way I can afford the payment because the rates are so high. The interest rates are so high. So you go through this total cost of ownership. But you just looked at the purchase price. You didn't really pay for the waste of the iron mines, the waste of the plastics and chemical plants that it took to create your car. So your cost of ownership is a small picture. It is almost a blip in time. It is a blip in time. It's what time does. So total cost of ownership. Now let's turn this to something bigger, right? But that gives you the general idea. The car breaks down. Is it under warranty? Is it not under? You get in an accident. You have a deductible. Total cost of ownership increases or decreases with the accident. So total cost of ownership. That definition, that range of ownership, when you discard that car, when you take it to the junkyard or you trade it in, you have just released yourself of the rest of the costs of that car. You don't know where it goes. It's like throwing trash in the garbage. You don't know where it goes. We have ideas, and it does get recycled. Anyway, back to total cost of ownership. So there was a past discussion based on one of my videos about the cost of energy and energy sources. And if you don't include this total cost of ownership idea, you cannot competitively compare technologies. Period. End. Some of the technologies out there don't require a refueling cycle every 3 years. The refueling cycle for wind is wind. The refueling cycle for solar is the sun coming up. So the total cost of ownership of these technologies is huge. One of these energy technologies does not pay for its own insurance. It does not cover its own liabilities in the case of an accident. So if that wind turbine falls, the wind turbine guy is liable. If that solar farm fails, the solar farm guy is liable. If a nuclear plant fails, everybody is liable. And nobody is. Look at Fukushima. Look at 3 Mile Island. Look at Chernobyl. Look at the vast number of nuclear accidents across this planet and tell me about cost of ownership. The cost of nuclear fuel waste storage in the billions of dollars to watch it, to bury it somewhere and still watch it. And if it does something, we're going to be helpless Americans again? This is so confusing. Who makes it confusing?